Hey there, lovers. AJ Bieber here. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's Thursday Night Thought. So, how do you know if you're in a healthy relationship or not? Well, the first thing you have to ask yourself is, what is a healthy relationship? So for tonight, I've gone ahead and done some research, and I found by the general public the 6 top things that are most important to creating a healthy relationship. Number 1, healthy relationships bring out the best in us, not the worst in us. Okay, I say yes and I say no because I believe that relationship triggers and challenges can actually bring out the best in us through personal development work. Then we bring that to the relationship. And by bringing out the best in us, we bring out the best in others. So number 2, we feel secure about ourselves in the presence of our lover, in the presence of the relationship. I would totally agree with this 100%. And that security isn't actually in the relationship or with the other person. That security is within yourself. And that's the most important piece, as you, of course, are the foundation of every intimate relationship. Number 3, to have a healthy balance of the roles of give and take, that no one partner is the taker. I agree with this, and I believe there's a level of perception. Giving and receiving is based on the perception of the other individual, right? I could be saying, oh, I'm the one giving everything and you're just taking. And they could be looking at you and going, you're the one taking and I'm the one giving everything. And that's typically what happens, and this proverbial scorecard is kept of the giving and the receiving in the relationship. And it just drives people crazy, or it drives them inward where they start to create bitterness, resentment, and all of those kind of things. We need to be able to look within ourselves and see where those healthy giving and receiving dynamics are happening, and then show up in the relationship to give. Give, knowing your boundaries. Give, coming from an intention and space of love and abundance. When we show up that way in the relationship, we are love. And then whatever we receive is a bonus. Number 5, I love this one. You enjoy conflict resolution, meaning negotiation and resolution to conflict, not thriving on repeating a cycle of conflict that never gets resolved. Okay, the way that conflict gets resolved is when 2 people look within and see their part of the conflict. So here's a really great little exercise you can do to keep your relationship healthy as you move through conflict. Because again, conflict isn't a bad thing. It's your perception of the conflict that is either making it positive or negative. So when a couple can sit down and look at the relationship conflict and see both parts without judgment, then you can actually see what the dynamics are and where you're playing off of each other. And a lot of times it's your thoughts about one another. And if you're not expressing those, then you are self-fulfilling those. And what I found is a lot of couples come together and they have either similar fears or they're playing off of each other's fears, but they don't realize it, so they keep co-destroying one another rather than seeing how it is that their fears and their strengths and their conflict is actually set up to set them up for greatness and to move them to that next level. Once they've resolved this, of course, there's going to be another level because we're always growing, we're always developing, stepping into our greatest selves and into our relationship. So that's a big one. And that leads right into number 6 by the general public that makes up a healthy relationship. And that is, both partners feel free to express their thoughts and their emotions, and they feel safe and secure to do so in the relationship. So yes, absolutely yes, I believe that's true. And the reason it's true is because the relationship is the container. Meaning when you're self-expressing and you feel that security within yourself, remember, nobody can give that to you. But if your relationship is healthy by your standards of what healthy means to you, then you're going to show up and you're going to be present and feel secure because you're secure within yourself. If the relationship is rocky and unhealthy, and a lot of these patterns that we just talked about are creating chaos and confusion, step away, get present with your own thoughts and feelings about the relationship. Then you can step into the relationship and experience that trust and that giving and that receiving. But the security is with yourself first by having an answer to that question. I hope that's been helpful. And if so, please share it with someone you love. And I look forward to sharing our next Thursday Night Thought together.